His name is Donald Trump, President, Republican. You know what he said? I am the President of the United States. East to west, north to south. There is no room for government. No room for government. We are a Lakota nation. You know, last administration, you know what Donald Trump said? He said that somebody, this lady here mentioned oil, gas. Donald Trump said that North Dakota governor Washington, D.C. He mentioned we got oil, we got gas. Donald Trump said, oh, gee, make a resolution, bring it back to me, and I'll sign it. Indians gonna make me rich. Indians gonna make me rich. That's what he said exactly. He said that. Now we elected him again. There is about like 40, I think there's about like 40 nations voted. We voted in. I'm pretty sure there's some Republicans are here. Republicans are here, probably in North Dakota. Why we voted him again? We are, remember, we are a nation. You know what's going to happen? I'm afraid. I am afraid. Nobody said that. Republicans gonna do us away. All the Lakota Nation, they're gonna put us into citizens of the United States. We're not gonna be Lakota anymore. We're not gonna be Lakota anymore. Yes, I'm afraid. I'm afraid President of the will do it to us. He's gonna diminish all the tribal governments. Gonna put us into state. I'm afraid about that. Nobody said that but me. I'm thinking about that. It's very dangerous, very dangerous. We have oil and gas, all Lakota land, from here to all the way. You know what? Somebody said that we are nations. Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse. Crazy Horse demand of 5 states, a nation. Crazy Horse demand North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, all the way to Rocky Mountains, in the Black Colorado, back to Wyoming, and back to here, Montana, back to over here. Crazy Horse, he demand that. Because you know what's going to happen to us. He knows. Crazy Horse thinks for us. Over 150 years, Crazy Horse is thinking for us. Because we are a nation. And we have to go back to nation. We're not, we are indigenous. Lakota sovereignty. We are sovereignty. We are Lakota sovereignty. We got a lot of Black Hills. We have treaty 1851. Crazy Horse demand. It's all 1851. 1868. Peace treaty, Wolakota. We're going to lay arm. We're not going to fight anymore. We're not going to fight anymore, the Peace Nation. Truth. We are honest and truth. And what European are coming from over here. They brought a Bible. How many of you guys still carry your Bibles? I'm pretty sure some of you have Bibles. We have Shanupa. We're God's people. We're God's children. We have to Oceti. We're God's people. Oh, I don't keep talking. Oh, I know 1860. Right here. There's the Missouri River right here, all the way up there. All the way up to the Nebraska, back to the Scottsbluff area up this way, back to Montana, 1868. Great Sioux Nation, 1868. And there's a paper in here. 1877 Act. 1877 Act. They made a law. Oceti, they make a law on us, 1877. And you know what? They stole. And yet they write a Bible. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not steal. It said that. And thou shalt not kill. 1890. Our Lakota from here over there. They massacred us. Primary South Dakota, they massacred us. And then thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. Oh yeah, well here I'm gonna say, I talk too much. I could say, talk all day, I could talk to her. Thank you. Where
Go ahead. The 5-minute thing? Yep. Okay, man. I know you do. And what helps me is that I clarify my thoughts by writing them down. Basic stuff, man. Basic elementary stuff. You write them down, it clarifies everything. And you look, a perfect example. I'm not saying. Never mind, I'm going off the track. Okay, I only got 5 minutes. Okay, we have I'm here because I'm not part of any organized anything. Nye malakota naha wiaka wanapi tiospe na I hangtama koche. That he and him he had when he was there, they came with Manifest Destiny and they just feather like this got him out of there. He didn't want anything to do with any kind of treaties, any kind of anything related to the Western encroachment and Manifest Destiny. You understand that? Do you get what I'm saying here? Okay. Now, let's look at a timeline. Before the white man came. We know that's a generation, right? Who knows the 7 generations? Yeah. Come on. What's the first generation that came by already? What is it? We always talk about the 7 generations now. So what generations are we in? Anyway, okay, I'm saying this because this group now, there's a group of us who are not part of anything, who maintain those same values and everything before the white man came. In the same vein with him, what he was saying, man, we're saying that before they came with the doctrine, the papal bulls, all of those doctrines, the same thing here, all over. They're all over. My point is that you guys, everyone has to acknowledge that. Don't forget about us who maintain that same old way. Because I come from that ancestry. So do you, whatever. I'm just saying here that all of this is doesn't, for us, I'm saying here, we're all working together, right? If we are, then I am working together with you too. And when I say I'm representing us that have this super old, really old stuff going on here. So if you guys want to talk about unity, that's what I am. I'm not part of anything, bro. I don't want to be. So I came here to help. So that's what I'm saying here, and I hope who's taking minutes? Huh? Who? Huh? We are? Okay. Well, just okay, that's the only thing I wanted to say, was that as long as that's in the minutes about this group that is completely sovereign now. What happened to the Republic of Lakota? Where was that taught? You know? I was indoctrinated too because I was with the treaties too, hunting, la yada. Now I researched and I found out my history. Okay, I'm done here.
Okay, let's look at who's next on the agenda.
Russell Eagle Bear, huh? Right here. We lunchtime's coming up here, so don't worry about it. We'll have lunch in here.
Oyami taku bi Octobela we troye eta e printelo. Ale ampetu ki wona wahi. Na taku ota kia pikte I bluksha. Wani e to ota electrums wona iaza wahia oma kaota. We can lay on petuki lila boita hetra. Lehang itratrawa unhapi for he wia. Puhut hoka here unglashni rapi. Hoyinka iwachi me una oma kiae washi jukongte Hohetron leake weate wichi troka wahina jina hina wagalo train watching Naya hekta kia otachki lakoti apsni Chawashitu ya wagluyas kaktalo. Really thankful to be here today. It's been many years that I attend these meetings. I hear many things. I hear and hear and hear probably basically all the things that we're discussing again here today. But I went into retirement. Now, I served 23 years on our tribal council, and I went into retirement. And this past year, I was fortunate enough to see a council woman get elected into the presidency. And I was really honored. She called me after the election and asked me if I would come and work with her. And I said I would. And so I'm really honored to be able to work with her with all the things that are happening within our own nation. You know, first of all, we have to take care of our people. And you know how our people are. This young man over here mentioned, tribes getting from the ARPA funds millions and millions of dollars. And pretty much we probably used them all up now, and where's the end result of it? Our people are still in need. And so there's many things that we need to discuss. But I just wanted to say, you know, I sat on the tribal council when I was a young man, and it was during the 80s when Black Hills was a big topic and issue. And since I was a Lakota speaker at the time, I was selected to go attend these meetings. I met with many, many treaty councils. And in our Constitution, it says that we have a representation on the Sioux Nation Treaty Council. That's in our Constitution. And so we attended a lot of these meetings. Somehow I ended up on the Black Hills Treaty Council. Somehow I ended up in the whole Bradley Bill committee. And, you know, we spent a lot of time, effort going through most of these tribes, trying to get the support of return of all federally held lands in the Black Hills and in our treaty boundary area. But during that timeline, we had a Oceti guy that came into our country. His name was Phil Stevens. He was a government military contractor. They sent him into our nation promising our people billions of dollars if he was made a special chief to go and negotiate with the United States President on our behalf. And when some of our tribes kind of buckled and started following this Mr. Phil Stevens, everything just kind of stopped. Our Bradley bill, at that time, Senator Daschle said, if it ever came to the United States Senate, it had a 50-50 chance of passing. And that was his remark. But when this guy came in and promised us, our people, millions and millions of dollars, that changed everything. It stopped everything. And that's been almost 40 years ago since that time. There were times where we went to DC and sat down with Senator Bradley and all the people that supported him, trying to push this bill. So it's been a long journey. I remember the Gray Eagle Society brought us into a meeting. They put us in the middle of the room and everybody surrounded us and they scolded us in Lakota, which was honorable. Yoni Hawaiichum. But then our tribe took a stand and we supported the return. That was our stance. And even the Gray Eagle Society got turned around by this Phil Stevens, and they started supporting him. And we got chewed out, really. And I remember some of those older gentlemen, the Treaty Council, they're in the spirit world now. But things happen for a reason. I'm not afraid of Trump getting elected. I'm not afraid of the United States government. Our ancestors fought them for over hundreds of years of their existence. But that's one thing that I would never, ever be afraid of them. And somebody say that, you know, we have to stick to our spirituality, to stand our ground. I like that term, stand our ground, because the last time I was here in Standing Rock, I got arrested right up there on the line. And I had, as a matter of fact, my Kola Richard was there with us, and I think his woman got arrested because she was taking pictures at the wrong place, the wrong time. And we stopped that whole advancement of police, and we negotiated her release back to us at that time. And then I took her back to her car and said, you guys better leave because this is going to get serious here. And it did. Then I had a woman, an elderly woman, stand up in front of that line with a chanumpa, a sacred pipe. And there was no way that we were going to leave this elderly woman standing in front of that line with the sacred pipe, because we have a belief in that way of life. We had to protect our elder, we had to protect her sacred pipe that she was holding. And so we surrounded her, and we were the first bunch that got arrested. But you know what? I said, stand our ground. I kept hearing that at Standing Rock. I said, I got 1,000 people behind me. I'm not going to worry. I don't care if I go to jail. I don't care if I get killed. You know, we got arrested, we got maced right in our faces, got put down, they handcuffed us. I look back, and those thousands of people that were supposed to be behind us, they were all running. And that really upset me, because I keep hearing this term, we're going to stand our ground, we're going to fight. And I look back, and they forgot us, the older people. They forgot the elderly woman standing there with a sacred pipe. And all these guys were running back. You know, that indicated to me that sometimes we give a lot of lip service to meetings like this, or we go out and say many things, yet we cannot stand our ground. I did that at Sicangu country when the Keystone Pipeline was going to be coming through our territory. We stood our ground all the way through. We set up a camp. We were there almost 2 years prior to what happened to here at Standing Rock. So I'm not afraid. You know, that we have some language that we have discussions over when we have tribal governments passing resolutions supporting something. That indicates to our people that we do support the return of land. It doesn't mention anything about money. You know, we got over $1 billion sitting in escrow right now. You'd love to see our people go after that money now, because they got a taste of what ARPA can do. All the vehicles running around our reservations, we probably bought hundreds of them. Our people are still in need. And we are going to do our best to serve our own people. And we're going to go through some hard times in the next 4 years. But I'm not afraid. You know, we've been in the defensive mode since 1492. And we are still here. Some of us still maintain our language. Some of us still maintain our spirituality. Some of us still believe in the power of the pipe. So I'm not afraid. We're not afraid. I just wanted to share that with you today. somebody introduced my grandson as a nephew, but he is my grandson, Chris Eaglebear. My name is Russell Eaglebear, and I'm from the Sioux Tribe Nation. But I was just telling our tribal chairperson sitting here that I do own land here in Standing Rock, just right across the state line. I showed my grandson that this trail here is, I own land here. And I'm from part Ogallala, and I don't want to go around telling people that I'm part Ogallala, but I have to sometimes because they're my relatives. So I'm here, and I guess we're supposed to check out now. They put me up last night, and now I just received that we have to go check out. I do plan on going home this afternoon, and I don't know what not to run away, but step back a little bit and look around you and see what we need to do to go forward. And I'm really glad that one of the things is we need this unity. We still got to maintain our unity among our Oceti Sakowin and other tribes that may want to join us. One of the things that we did years ago, and we got scolded from the treaty councils because we went into the center of the Black Hills, the dead center of the Black Hills, Preshla. And a group of our tribes got together and we bought that land. You got to fight the white man with his own tools sometimes. At that time, when the treaty council said, why should you go buy land when it belongs to us? You know, we're going to do it. Whether you support us or not, we're going to do it. And we did it. So we have over 2,500 acres sitting in the center of the Black Hills that we as Lakota people own. We had to buy our own land back. Can you imagine all these tribes getting millions of dollars? I don't know, Oglala's got 200 and some million, Rosebud got 200 and some million. Those are millions of dollars that we're talking about. $500 million just with two tribes. We could have bought more land in the Black Hills. And maybe down the road, a good government would reimburse us for the illegal taking of the Black Hills and breaking our treaties that they broke. So we still need to look forward, we need to look ahead, and we need not to be afraid. He's only going to be there for 4 years. And we're going to be here forever. That's our stand. So with that, I thank you for listening to me.
Oh, thank you. I think that takes us right up here to lunch hour. What'd you say? You have to check out? Who has to go check out? Everyone better go get checked out, otherwise they'll lock your stuff up and you won't have any shorts to wear today. Yeah, I should be talking like that, isn't it? All right, we're going to come back over here to Dekshilao and we're going to ask him to say a meal prayer for us so we can start getting ready as the food looks like they're bringing everything out. So I ask Lao to say a meal prayer for us.
No, you guys can stay seated. We'll always follow an elderly example that we sit on the ground when we pray. And they say we stand up and look down. He's an out-downer. So I always try to follow that example. I'm enjoying myself here listening to the wise Wichachas and Weas. I'm learning. So I heard about Mr. Eaglebear many years ago. But I have relatives down there too, in Antelope, South Dakota. So however you talk to Takashi, you talk that way, blessing of the food. I guess Takashi was hunting. De hoye che te bete choka. Da ko de na oto nikta. Takashi na pena na ri Takashi na honi gevste. He was chosen in after Takashi was hunting. De chusha na po. Da ko ste wa wogda ko na cha. A sehecha ko. He chungta Takashi. Se da ko oto ta na pigayo Takashi was hunting. De hoye che te o kampo lushia po. He chitu aho.
All right, is the food ready back there? Good to go. So if you guys want to dish up, maybe want to help out some of you ladies, get some of these elders some meals. I know we got some some real human beings here. So if you want to get some, help them out, get them some plates. And then the rest of us will wait till they get served up. Go check out, maybe go play 20, donate. Maybe you'll triple. Now it's break time, I guess. Lunchtime, 1 o'clock, we'll get right back into it.
Let me talk with you. This afternoon, we're going to be going reports from all the committees that have been working on the legislation. And there we're going to, hopefully, those of you guys that are here can make comment about the different committee and their reports. We had a good time to sit and listen to everybody that's been saying things throughout the day. I appreciate it. Appreciate the comments, and we will ask for your comments again this afternoon on how you see the legislation. I know there's been a lot of copies been handed out, set around the room. If you don't have one, let one of the people know here so that you can get a copy of it. Maybe look it over doing while you're eating. If you have to check out, go take care of that. Other than that, see you later. For those of you guys who are wondering about our younger people, I brought my takoja with us today. So I think that's one way of getting them involved. You know, we talk about our schools and how they need to change, and if they haven't changed, then we need to change them. So part of that is when you come to meetings like this, bring them along. So that's what we have here. We have our takoja with us today. So I know he's been listening and learning and asking a few questions from time to time. He even asked somebody talking too loud. He said, "How come that guy's mad?" Well, it's good to see you all here today. Go visit our vendors back here. Check them out, see what they got. We get all these women to buy all the same dress over there again. Put them on. We'll call that a Sapa strategy session dress.